Hey guys, I'm Sonika. And if you are a photographer like me, sooner or later you're gonna ask yourself this question of whether you should shoot horizontally or vertically, means in a landscape format or portrait format. So let's solve that confusion for you guys today. If you like my video guys, give me a big thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. And now enjoy the video. Hey guys, I'm Sonika. And today we're going to discuss what can work best for our photos, a landscape or horizontal format or portrait vertical format. So first of all, what are these terms? Landscape orientation means a horizontal format, means the canvas is wider than it is tall. Portrait orientation means a vertical format, means the canvas is taller than it is wide. Landscape usually involves subjects that are too wide to shoot with a portrait orientation, so you have to keep your camera as is and shoot horizontally. Portrait shots are vertically oriented, and as the name suggests, that's the favored mode for shooting portraits. But of course, there are no rules, and now I'm going to give you some tips on how you can judge which is the best orientation to go for your images. In a portrait format, the vertical lines stand more prominent. If the scene has a lot of vertical lines, you can either shoot in portrait format to make them appear never ending. On the other hand, if there are a lot of horizontal lines in the scene, it gives a feeling of balance and security in the image. So it makes better sense to click horizontally. We always want to include the maximum part of our subject in the photo so that it becomes most interesting visually. So we have to decide and take a choice about what to include and what to not include in the picture. Once you've made that choice, you can determine whether it would be better to shoot in portrait or landscape format. You will have to consider the background and determine how much of the background you want to include and exclude in the photo. If you find there is a distraction in the scene which you want to avoid by changing your orientation, there's no harm in changing your preference. Horizontal orientation can be used to suggest a sense of vastness or largeness in your landscape photos. They make you feel like there's room to breathe. The same image shot in portrait can accentuate vertical subjects, making them seem more regal. When you're shooting a photo in portrait mode, the viewer feels closer to the subject because it fills up more of the frame. On the other hand, shooting in the landscape orientation gives a sense of greater distance. The main subject seems further away because less of it fills the frame. If you want to fill the frame with your subject and include maximum part of the subject in the scene, give it a vertical orientation to make your subject look taller and imposing. The focus is completely on the subject. On the contrary, if you want to include more of the background in the image and you want to give a sense of space and largeness, shoot in landscape format. Suddenly the main subject becomes one piece of a larger puzzle. Different portrait and landscape images will have different dimensions. Sometimes we may have particular thought about our images stylistically, but the client may be demanding a particular dimension for their images and you will have to give them to it in that dimension. For example, if you are taking images for a magazine cover, it makes more sense to go for a portrait orientation. Because you see more of the background in a landscape photo, it will give a lot of context to your images. That gives the viewer more information, whereas shooting in portrait removes context, making the subject more mysterious. If you feel you have extra space in your landscape photos or they have some distractions, you can always crop them in your post-processing software. Similarly, you can crop your vertical photos to a horizontal or even a square size. The best practice according to me is to click your images in both portrait and landscape formats because you don't know when and where they may be used. For example, different formats have different rules. In Instagram, a vertical orientation works better, but if I want to make a cool YouTube video and put my images in that, then I may need them in the landscape mode. So guys, I hope this video was useful for you all. In case it was, give me a big thumbs up. Leave a comment down below about what you want to watch next on my channel. Share this video with your friends and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Also turn on the bell icon to be notified whenever I post new videos. Here is my previous composition tutorial. Please go check it out guys. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more such videos every Wednesday on my channel. Bye.